how did this meet or exceed your expectations?
Definitely exceeded my expectations. My goal at the start of the week to have a successful week would be 4 really solid rounds. But I mean, I think I did a little more than solid, I think. So yeah, I'm really happy right now.
That's awesome. And when it comes time to evaluate your future, how much is this going to stick in your head for the fact that, I mean, you showed that you are among the world's elite when you're playing well.
Yeah, no, I guess it just shows that if I play my game and I keep my head down, I can not only make the cut, but at least, makes a lot of birdies and play with some really good players. So that's what it shows to me.
Were you pleased with the fact that basically you showed no fear that whole week, mate? I was very impressed with your aggressive nature despite, this tournament, the stature it has.
Yeah. No, normally I'm a pretty aggressive player. Thankfully my swing was working this week. I was a bit jittery last week. But I was going at most of the flags. College golf, they have a lot of really tough pins. So I guess coming out here, it felt like I could breathe a little bit. It wasn't as brutal with the pins, so I felt like I could go at it. And fortunate with the putter, got hot, so I could make some putts. So.
Jack, can you talk about this game is so weird and so much fate has to intervene? Back at the Southern Highlands in March, if the guy from Texas makes his 2-footer, what are you doing this weekend out here?
Probably out here watching, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of how things work out, I guess. It's the game of golf and that's sport. So I also made some bogeys coming in. So I guess I could have won it outright, but I also could have lost it outright. So it is what it is, but I'm grateful for whatever happened, and I'm standing here right now. So
you could have been getting Adam's autograph instead of playing a practice round with him.
Yeah, it could be. So I'm glad I'm here, to be honest. So.
All right, another crazy question. So you're an amateur, you can't keep the money. How does your caddy get paid?
I'll find a way to pay him. Maybe use my stipend, I guess. So that's what I do.
Do you find it odd that the scoring conditions were more favorable for you out here on tour than they are at some college events?
Yeah, college they just like to hammer you with everything they got. 2 of my last 4 events have been on US Open courses, and they've just been brutal. I was just in New Mexico last week in 5-inch rough, so chopping it out on here was a lot easier than there. And also just the pins. A lot of the pins they just put it on slopes. They just don't. I don't really care for your well-being out there, so I guess coming out here felt a little more fair.
Which 2 US Open venues?
Pinehurst and Olympia Fields.
What's next for you, mate? What's next?
I have a college event at Tavistock in Isleworth, so that's my next one. I got a couple-week break, so I haven't been to school in 3 weeks, so I don't even know what the teachers look like anymore. So I'm going to go back to Tuesday and see if they remember me.
What about sponsors invites? Should we be hammering the Aussie big tournaments back home during the summer?
Yeah, I'm going to be going back in January. I'm going to play Masters of the Amateur and Aussie Am. So I'm also going to see my mates and stuff. It's been a while. So.
What about no wind out here? It's a lot different than when you're playing for the Rebels in the spring, isn't it?
Yeah, no. Around January to March, it's just blowing 25, 30 miles an hour. So this is usually every year, this is the perfect week for weather. So I'm grateful it stayed like this. You just fire a pin. So.
You ever think 2 years ago you were finishing third in something called the Jack Rabbit Invitational? Now you're out here with these guys. Can you just talk about in 2 years how far you've come?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. You don't go straight from junior golf to PGA Tour. It's very rare. You kind of just got to pay your dues and keep doing things you think are working well. And that's what I've been doing the last 5-6 months. Just trying to go through my checklist. I've sort of developed, and so far it's been working. So I'm going to update it a little bit.
Moving here when you were junior in high school, how do you think that was the right move? Looking back in retrospect, how did that move help you get to where you are now?
Yeah, it was a big move. It was also scary. I went from beaches and rainforest to casinos and deserts. So cultural shock was pretty big, but in the end it was the right move. I wanted to play collegiate golf, so that's kind of the next step. It's kind of the feeder into the wet.com and Corn Ferry right now and PGA Tour. So Australia just doesn't have that. You go from junior to professional. So that's kind of why I'm here.
Forget the 72nd hole. If you could, what are you going to remember most? What was most rewarding about this week?
My family and friends really supporting me. You kind of out here just practicing, you're hitting shots, and you try and pretend and visualize it as a crowd. And to have it happen this week kind of felt like it already has happened in my mind, but it was in person. It was a lot better. So yeah.
You know, to the mom and dad and Dwayne, your coach at UNLV, and Cliff, is there anybody you'd like to thank? You know, just for
yeah, I'd like to thank my parents for sure, and my coach Cliff. Been working my swing and my game, and mentally just trying to tell myself that, like, hey, I do belong out here. I do have the game. I do have the length. I can get hot with the putter. I can do anything these guys do. It's just all in my head. So I thank them for trying to tell me that, because sometimes I lack confidence.
It was pretty cool that Coach Knight got the exemption put in this year.
Yeah.
First time, you know. So.
Yeah, I won like the inaugural sort of like exemption. That was the first time I'd done that, so I'm very grateful for that. So.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.